Hi, welcome back to part 2 of our discussion on home prices. Now we want to talk about quantitative easing. QE3 just was launched by the Federal Reserve in the US. What impact will this have on interest rates and the Singapore housing market? Professor Singh, please start.
Okay, basically, when we talk about QE3, one of the immediate effects is liquidity in the market. Actually, there will be injection of large liquidity in the market. How would this liquidity actually being transmitted? This effect will be transmitted into asset market, especially in other part outside US. I think if you look at the housing market, normally we look at housing as a localized kind of asset. So unless it's an investment commodity, people actually, this flow may actually flow through the capital market into the housing market. I think there's definitely some inflationary effect, possibly inflation, but there will be the issue here is how fast or what's the speed of this effect will actually affect the market. Because I think this liquidity will firstly affect the consumption, and people become more wealthy, they consume more and buy more house or buy more cars and so on. But how this effect will be impacted the local market, I think at this moment it's still difficult to ascertain, unless we are talking about a lot of investment flow into this housing market in this part of the world. Right.
I think there's no doubt that the hot money is going to come to Asia overall, because Asia is still going to be the growth engine for the world. How much that comes into Singapore, especially in the property market, pretty much is a question mark. If you look at the types of investment that it can go into a series of currency play, it can go into stocks and shares, it can go into bond, it can also go into real estate play in that sense. And in terms of real estate play, the interest among these foreign hot money is really going into prime property. It can be residential, it can be commercial. If you look at QE2, the examples that we saw, what we saw pretty much overnight, our interest rates started to come down. Our SIBOR rate started to come down, even dipped below negative at one stage. Our currency started to strengthen. People were selling dollar.
Which is happening now.
Which is happening now already in the last 1 month. And if you look at the property market, well, the government timed the last cooling measures on December 7 last year, pretty much as an immediate reaction towards the hot money resulting from QE2 by virtue of introducing the ABSD. And I think that ABSD pretty much have cut that attraction for a lot of foreign money looking into residential property.
Well, I think the most immediate impact is that QE3 is going to introduce more liquidity. And the most direct impact is that it's going to keep interest rates low for a sustained period. That alone, the interest rate play, may actually convince some people who are afraid that interest rates might spike up, and they've been holding back their purchases. So now that they realize that, interest rates are going to remain low and for a sustained period, maybe it's time to go into the market. And in that sense, spur more buying.
Actually brings forward demand.
That's right. Yes, because people feel safer now that the danger of a sudden spike in interest rates is, more remote now. In that sense, it will spur buying. Because basically, I think there's ample liquidity in the market right now. And the money is just searching for the right property. But now we have this assurance that interest rates will remain low. And so it makes sense then for those holding back because of this fear, maybe to come in now.
I'm going to stop you there because I want to talk in the next part about cooling measures.